Yo, 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 what's up, what's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. It's your boy, Nephew Q, host of the world's most dangerous sports show, Beyond the Game. And if this is your first time tuning in, I got to my right, y'all left you on Facebook Live, my constituent, my homeboy, my brother from another mother, Mr. The Hood Loves Me, baby, Brandon Dotson, a.k.a. Hot Dog in the Bit. I wish I had a button to do like the little round of applause type of thing. Yes, sir. I got Big Dog. How you living, Big Dog?
I'm living right, man. Feeling good. Appreciate you to letting me come on the greatest sports show in the history of sports shows.
Come on now.
I am in the building. I am Hot Dog, and I'm ready to get going.
Come on
Nephew
now.
Q, appreciate you having me on.
Come on now. But before we get started, let me just say, and I hope she's listening. If she's not listening, she needs to be listening. Let me say happy birthday to Mama Jean today.
Yes.
Brandon Dotson's mama, today is her birthday, so happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday, Mama. You are the greatest woman ever lived.
Talk about
there
it.
should be a national holiday for you. My grandma loves you. I don't know if you remember.
I
Q
do.
came and saw me in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my grandma really loved Q, so yeah, I appreciate that shout out, man.
How can she not?
I don't know, man. You got the sunglasses on. It's not dark in here. It's
Man,
I don't know,
what's
man.
this? I wear my sunglasses.
So is that nice?
That's what I'm on right now. That's what I'm on right now. But let's get into little NFL games action. Let's talk about some college football we got going on. I want to talk about some Chiefs and Eagles as well. But before we get into all of that, I don't know if y'all can view on Facebook Live. Hot Dog got on this trash gold blue. What's that? What's that? Gold blue? Is it Amazing Blue? Is that what it is?
Amazing Blue. Don't be disrespectful, man. It's know the two best teams in the country, the Dallas Cowboys and the Michigan Wolverines. They both have navy blue, so it's only right. It only makes sense. So
both of them don't win national championship.
Nah, man, we about to though. We about to. Pause.
See, that's the Cowboys.
But But yeah, this Saturday, huge game, D game. I hate that Ralph isn't on here so I could talk to him about it. He ain't here for some reason.
That's why he didn't show up.
He knows last 2 years Michigan has embarrassed Ohio State by last two games. I think it's going to be a little closer this year. What gives me hope is that Ohio State, this might be the worst quarterback they've had in a long time. Kyle McCord, he is terrible. He is not accurate. He's got a generational talent at wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr., and he's just not utilizing him right because they can't get him the ball. So JJ's been a little banged up, We got Blake Corum's had 20 touchdowns this year, so I'm feeling good about this Saturday. It's a 3.5-point favorite. I can see it. I can see us winning by about 3 points.
Forget what you can see y'all doing. What are y'all going to do?
We are going to beat Ohio State again. We're going to send Ryan Day to a third straight loss and hopefully to the unemployment line.
Rumor is he's a candidate for the Texas A&M job.
I seen that on the way up here. Texas A&M had to give out the big bucks because, leaving Ohio State.
For Texas A&M, I know.
But, man, they said Texas A&M boosters are the richest in America.
Of course, they got that oil money.
Obviously, look at who was the guy that just got fired?
Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo Fisher, man. He'll never have to work ever again.
$75 million
just to sit at home,
to go away.
That shows how bad they think of you. And they had won 7 games. But Texas A&M wants a national title in the worst way.
Yeah, but they also forget they play in the SEC.
Right.
So
and it's about to get even harder because Texas is coming.
Yeah, and Oklahoma.
And Oklahoma as well.
So good luck with that.
Good luck, Aggies. Good luck.
That's why I hope, and I know people are like, well, what about Deion? I hope and pray Deion. I honestly don't think he's going to do it, but I hope and pray he wouldn't even consider that. Because why would you leave Colorado when he can pretty much run that conference?
Exactly.
Because the only team he would have to compete with is Washington.
Well, no, they're actually going to the Big 12.
Big 12, that's right.
So honestly, the only team they'd really have to compete with is Kansas State and Kansas. Unless another team goes to the Big 12, which that could happen. But right now, I don't see anybody competing with Colorado the next few years in the Big 12.
Which is why Deion should stay exactly where he's at. But anyways, let's switch over to the other game that's gotten I-64 people talking, whether you wear blue and white. Just because I got blue and white on don't mean I'm with the, the UK. I'm not doing that.
Q ain't that far gone.
No, I'm not that. And then we got the University of Louisville, which he is also a fan of. Put them L's down. We don't do them L's in here. I ain't no UK fan, but we don't put them L's up in here. So we top 10
in the country, sir. Show some respect. The prodigal son came home and turned the whole team around. We've been terrible.
Yeah,
the prodigal son came back in 1 year. This was a 2 or 3 year build. Mm-hmm. He came back in 1 year, and we're in the ACC championship game against a potential wounded Florida State team. Right. They lost their quarterback.
Right.
I know. Florida State got a lot of talent, but losing your quarterback's a lot. So, after Louisville get beat down them kitty cats, they coming for them Seminoles, and who knows, they might sneak in the college football playoff.
They ain't sneaking nowhere. Only thing they sneaking in is the Katrina parties, and that's it.
Katrina is. I ain't heard from her in a while.
That's because they pay the money to keep quiet. Keep doing what you do, but keep quiet about it.
She hide.
She hiding it.
She hiding now.
Andrew said, talk to him, hot dog. For about what, man?
Hey, man, North Carolina was supposed to be in our spot.
We ain't
what are they
worried
doing?
about supposed to and what we.
What y'all doing?
We don't worry about what we doing. You pay attention.
What is North Carolina doing?
We doing what we do.
Y'all got Drake May, who's going to be a top 10 draft pick, and y'all wasted his last year in North Carolina.
Just for
losing to some bums.
Just for that, I can't wait for y'all to lose against UK.
Hey, man, you know we ain't losing.
Hey, once y'all lose, everybody who is watching right now via Facebook Live or on the Twitter feed as well, make sure when UK loses, y'all tag. I mean, when UK wins,
you said it right. Go ahead. Don't talk no more.
Y'all tag Brandon Hot Dog Dotson all day long. As B Legend, he comes in here with the Vanderbilt, but he got on the, I'm gonna call it Dion colors today. That's what we talking about.
He does got. Yeah, he got a hat on and everything.
Hey, Vanderbilt treating Chase nice, ain't they?
Yeah, man.
I wish Vanderbilt was
Vanderbilt treating Chase nice.
Great baseball school. Great baseball school.
Great, but that ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
Not right now.
Okay. All right, we talking a little bit of UK U of L real quick because I didn't want to talk about the real topic until you got in here because I wanted to talk about your son a little bit.
I tried to spare you, B. I tried to spare you, man.
Ain't that talk. I mean, it's very simple. I love to talk about it.
You love to talk about it?
We're going to talk about it.
Well, before we get into your son and all of that, what we got about 5 minutes. Let's start with these Thanksgiving and Black Friday games. Black Friday game.
I forgot about the Black Friday game.
Oh, that's cheetah.
I mean, there's it's Jets and Dolphins. I mean,
cheetah.
Really
cheetah.
Thing to talk about.
Cheetah.
Beware of the cheetah.
So actually, it'd be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting game because what are they doing? What, third string quarterback now?
Oh, Jets, they're down to Tim Boyle.
Oh, it's Tim Boyle? Okay, I thought it was
Tim Boyle.
Okay.
Is he third string or second string?
Well, I thought, Tim Boyle is the third string, but he's the starting quarterback, so I don't know what's going on. Robert Saleh must have an issue with Trevor Siemian because the reporters last couple weeks said, when you putting Trevor in, do you think he did this as a F you? The reporters like, you know what, you wanted Trevor Siemian? I'm going to give you better. I'm going to do Tim Boyle. Like that coach in the Lakers Dynasty HBO show. Like, oh, you want this? I'm going to do this and cut who you like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Tim Stewart. He said, go Frederick Douglass and Bryan Station. Man, I'm
not touching that one. But I am cheering for Bryan Station, though. Because my guys went to Bryan Station.
I touch it.
Check. Pause. Check it out. Check it out. No. So I did a show today with Big Things Kentucky. And,
did you?
And
I should have called me.
And it was like, when he did the predictions, I said, am I allowed to pick against Frederick Douglass? Because, when you pick against Frederick Douglass, you get called a hater. You get pictures and memes and everything else.
Look, they come to your house with the guns and everything.
I mean, y'all make y'all famous just because y'all ain't picking Frederick Douglass to win.
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
I didn't know you have to pick this school every single time they play.
That is not Frederick Douglass. That's Hamburg High.
Hamburg High.
Hey, man,
that's Hamburg High.
Hey, listen, all I know is
what you know.
All I know is in that situation, I mean, you're 100% correct. If you don't pick Frederick Douglass, you're hating.
Every single game.
Right.
And the crazy thing about it is, I mean, if you pick against, I mean, that
you're not allowed to.
Yeah,
they could play, and this is no dig against y'all. They could play the Dallas Cowboys, and if you pick the Dallas Cowboys, why are you picking these kids to fail?
You hating on the kids.
Why you don't want these kids
you're
to
right.
succeed?
Hey, funny.
I can't argue with that.
Funniest thing about it, they say, oh man, when the city team is winning, y'all don't want to root for them, y'all want to hate against them. Well, when Catholic and LCA and all them were winning, wasn't nobody rooting for them.
Those were the evil geniuses.
We got 3 city schools. We got Douglas, Station, and Lexington Catholic right now playing with the potential to go to Kroger Field.
Yeah.
And like you just said, I don't see nobody caping for Catholic.
And you ain't heard
That's
a word.
Because we've seen them win so many times. Like, we want something different.
But even so, you don't see Catholic or in this situation, Bryan Station's fan base saying, "Oh, well, if you pick against our team, then you a hater."
Nobody.
Nobody says that.
You don't hear that, but Frederick Douglass,
you can't pick against them. Heaven forbid.
Heaven forbid.
It's the worst thing ever.
Man.
But
I'm going for Bryan Station. I don't care who hears it. Shout out to Bryan Station, the defenders, right?
Yeah,
the defenders. Yeah.
And shout out to Sayre. Yeah, you right, Tim Stewart. Sayre, even though they got beat last weekend, but I mean, Chad Pennington's son, I forgot. Luke Pennington. Yeah. He threw up 50 touchdowns in the season.
He's nice.
I didn't see him getting celebrated around the city a lot.
No.
Sayre,
what team does he play for?
Sayre.
But the thing about it, I think one of the reasons why, and again, we don't need to go into all this. We could have another.
We're gonna have a show about that. Yeah.
But the thing about it, the reason I think Sayre doesn't get the credit that they get is because they're playing 1A.
Okay.
Right.
Who is this?
Sayre.
Oh, okay.
Sayre High School.
So they're not playing like the same.
They're not playing powerhouse.
Yeah, they're not
schools.
playing Boyle County. They're not playing.
That's a squad.
Yeah,
that's a squad.
They're not playing those types of teams. They're playing these teams and whatever.
Hold that thought. Terry Hicks. He said Douglas. Y'all don't want to see Douglas win.
Here we go.
Terry Hicks, you can call it. It's not that we don't want Douglas to win. We want Douglas to win.
Nobody said that.
But when we see they play a formidable opponent, we think that opponent might be better. It's okay to pick that opponent. That's all we're doing.
Look, not one person sitting here said that
we're picking against Douglas.
Douglas was not going to win. Nobody
said that.
But that's what you get.
But here's what I don't think a lot of people,
I love Terry, but that's my guy.
I don't think a lot of people understand that comment or whatever on all these posts is like half the people on Beyond the Game went to Bryan Station. Like, I mean, what are you supposed to do? So go against your high school, clabber to Frederick Douglass?
Yep.
Come on, man.
That's what you're supposed
Y'all got to stop.
Like I always say, I don't have a dog in the fight because
I don't
didn't go to
either.
school here.
Bro.
My son is not involved in any of that, so I don't really have a dog in the fight.
I went to Harrison County. I mean, I just want to see some good football. I just want to see some good team play.
And Terry, he said, I want to see all the A59. We do too, but there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, against this opponent, we don't think they're going to pull this one out. It's okay. We shouldn't.
If you say that, you're a hater.
You a hater.
He said, I'm just asking you, pick who you want. Hot Dog said he's rooting for Station. But Station plays Trinity. Ballard.
They play Ballard.
Yeah, they play Ballard. And Douglas plays Trinity. So
Trinity. And that's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Because they play, this is second game playing. Depending on who you talk to, Trinity lucked up. I mean, Frederick Douglass lucked up and won that game. Depending on who you talk to. Not me. Depending on who you talk to.
Let me turn it up a little bit louder so the people
Depending on who you talk to, they say that Frederick Douglass lucked up and won that game. So now we're going to have, the scratch game. We're going to see if it's real, Douglas going to go out there and beat him again.
Yep.
I mean, that's all it is. But the lines came out. I think Douglas is like a 14-point.
Yeah.
They're not even a favorite. They're underdog.
They underdog.
But that ain't me. They ain't my lines. I'm just telling you what the lines came out.
You can call it whatever you want. They ain't beating Trinity this time. They are not.
Hey, well, there you go. You heard it from Hot Dog.
They ain't doing
that
it
is from
time.
Hot Dog.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all tag him.
Y'all tag
Hot Dog. Stay away from my house.
Hey, if you want to call it whoever's watching Facebook Live, Twitter Live, make sure that if y'all want to call it 859-721-5690 to give us y'all thoughts on the whole Frederick Douglass or the 859 situation that goes on with Frederick Douglass and the so-called quote-unquote hating fan base. We get ready to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get into the... Hold on. Lucked up. It was 7. Oh, see, here you go.
I said, not me.
Wait, what was the comment?
So Terry Hicks, he said, lucked up. It was 17-0 with 6 minutes to go.
Hold on.
Hey, Terry, I gave you the number, 859-721-5690.
But you see what happened, right? I said depending on who you talk to.
Yeah, you said it.
I didn't say that was me. I wasn't there. So I don't have a
So you didn't know what was going on. You just going by.
I listened to what I heard from the people that were there, and that's what I was told. Whether it's true or not, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
Don't shoot the messenger. It ain't got nothing to do because at the end of the day, I don't care.
You don't care.
He don't care.
We don't care.
Let's see. 859-721-5690. Andrew Morrell, that's the number. Y'all can call in real quick. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit Thanksgiving games. Maybe if we have a couple of callers. Hold on. This is hold on.
Here we go.
Hey, Terry, I know you're on the line. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get to you, my man.
Here you go. Oh
my God.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, you bring that up, boy, you strike a nerve.
We got a lot of drama lines and beyond the drama storylines and beyond the game. We got the Lamars versus the Josh Allen. Then we got the Frederick, Dirk, and Douglas versus everybody.
Man, it's crazy, man.
I love it. I think it's great.
Oh, that's great to me, but hey. That's why I kept telling you, man, that show is gonna be out there.
It makes for great TV.
It's gonna be.
Even though we ain't on TV.
We had that show. It's gonna be crazy. They gonna go crazy.
Ooh. So it's Trinity, Frederick Douglass, Bryan Station, and who?
Ballard.
And when do these games take place?
Friday. Yeah, and then Lexington Catholic plays Cal.
Yeah, plays who?
Cal. Christian Academy of Louisville.
I don't know what it is.
That's right there off of 265, like you going down 64.
Yeah.
When you get to 260.
Like you on Waterton?
No.
It's
before you get up that far.
But for now, Andrew, just give it a minute.
What did he say?
He said we moved on from the LeBron Jordan BS.
Thank God.
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. Before we take a quick commercial break, we had a caller, Terry, on the line. We're going to see if my man is still on the line. Terry, you still with us?
I'm still here. What up, bro?
Hey, we got Terry Hicks, who is a youth league coach legend in the building. He wants to call in to talk about what's going on with the 859 Frederick Douglass Broncos. Terry, what's on your mind about the quote-unquote hater or the criticism that people get from picking against Frederick Douglass? Go ahead, floor is yours.
Y'all all haters.
Oh, man.
No. Real talk. No. I ain't saying y'all hate. Hey, but just what Chuck was saying. He said they said we lucked up, right? We was up 17 with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's what they say. I wasn't there. I wasn't there, so I can't really comment. But that's what they say. They got one big play. I don't know who got that big play. I don't know if it's Darian or whoever it was. Got one big play.
DT, man, the big play.
A big play. Yeah.
A big play. Little DT. But it was 2 of them, though. So it was two touchdowns and a field goal, though. So it was 17-0. It should have been 24-0, to be honest. In my opinion, you know what I mean?
Hey, Terry, but you know Gary got something to say about that, right?
Okay. But I don't know if I can hear. I don't know if I'm okay. I can hear. I don't know if I can hear him. I can hear you. I said, Terry, you know Gary got something to say about that, though, right? Okay, what you got to say? I'm sure he do. He's supposed to.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I know he got something to say about you. I know he gonna be talking.
So ain't nothing wrong with it. He's supposed to.
Hey, so
for the 859.
So Terry, let me get your prediction. Who you got winning from the city schools between the Lexington Catholic matchup, the Bryan Station matchup, and Frederick Douglass? Who you got?
Hey, man, we all going state.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Going state. It's going to be us and Station for the state at Kroger like it's supposed to be.
I like that.
So he got Bryan Station and Frederick Douglass for the state. So Terry, before I get you out of here, we got to talk about this quick topic. Why is it that and I'm not, and this doesn't pertain to you. It doesn't pertain to you. But why is it that people who are Frederick Douglass fans get so offended when people pick against Frederick Douglass when it has nothing to do with the school itself? They just think maybe the other school is better. Why do Frederick Douglass fans get so offended by that?
I'm gonna tell you where that comes from. So even whether it's true or not true, you got so many people that feel a certain type of way because of the way that Frederick Douglass has Carter G in the school. So you got some people that don't support for that reason, or don't support because they don't like the coach, or they don't like a kid here, or they don't like a kid there. They feel like Frederick Douglass has an advantage over the rest of the city. And whether you feel that way or not, you can still support because you're supporting kids. So that's why when you pick against Frederick Douglass, they just put you all in that group too. Now I ain't saying that y'all all in that group. You pick who you think's gonna win, but I'm saying that's where that comes from. You know what I mean? Because there is a lot of haters. I'm not saying that y'all in, but you know what I'm saying. There is a lot of haters. You know? There is a lot of hate, and my thing is we represent for the city. represent for the city. It's always a Louisville team here, and it's always a Louisville team in it, and this and that. And, we done knocked off Mel, we done knocked off Charity, and low-key, we knocked off State X in the scrimmage. So, you know what I mean? Like, we just represent for the city.
That's all I want to know. Let you got one.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I don't know if
it will be a good game.
I don't know if I'm gonna go up there and see it, but I think it's gonna be a good game, man. I mean, the Trinity, the Bryan Station Ballard game. I mean, I ain't too really fired about that. I mean, I think Station should win that game.
They should win that game.
But I think the Trinity Frederick Douglass game gonna be a good game.
It'll be tight.
With the Bryan Station and the Ballard, man, I'm torn because I got kids on Station's team, and I really want to see the city win. But my brother coached for Ballard, and I want to see him win too. So I'm torn there. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go for the home team, and I hope it's we're gonna all reunite at Kroger Field and do the damn thing.
There it is, straight like that from youth coaching legend Terry Hicks. Terry, we appreciate you for calling.
Hey, Terry, I will tell you this though: we are going to do a show.
We appreciate if you.
When we going to do that show?
We was going to do it next Wednesday, but low key, I got a special guest that might be coming in for that show that's played for UK. And,
okay.
So we might have to put that back.
So Terry, we going to do a high school show. And so we're going to talk about high school sports and all that. So make sure on that day.
Matter of fact, hey Terry, are you free on Wednesday nights?
I'm free. Yeah, I'm free.
Well, for that high school show, we might need you to come in and kick it with us.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm pulling up. That's what's up.
There it is. All right, Terry, appreciate you calling in, man.
Man, appreciate y'all. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah. Terry Hicks calling into the show.
That'd be good.
I'm trying to get. We need to get everybody. I was gonna say it's gonna look like a club by the time we get done with that show. But that might be the show. You know what? I might need to put the request in for that day.
That show. That may be the 2 hours.
I might need to see if I can put a request in for that show.
That may be the 2 hour show.
But anyways, let's switch and pivot a little bit to NFL action with the NFL games. We got 3 games coming on this Thursday while you're getting your good eats on. The first one is the 12:30 matchup between the Packers versus the Lions. I'm going to make this quick and easy for me. I got the Lions in this matchup, and I'm going to make it a lot to a little bit. I'm going to go 28-7 in this matchup because I just don't think the Packers have any. Have you seen the Packers quarterback?
They've won 2 in a row, though.
Have you seen that quarterback?
Oh, he's terrible. Reginald Brown, shout out to Reginald Brown. The Packers are terrible, and the NFL is better for it.
Boy, Hot Dog came out here firing today. So I got my prediction. Hot Dog, who you got in this matchup?
I got the Lions by 90. It's a new day in the NFC North.
Lions by 90.
Lions by 90. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 6 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 4th. I'm going to put Jameer Gibbs might get 2.
He said Lions by 90.
By 90. There
Lions
it is.
by 90.
Let's see. We got William Sweat. He said Lions by 2 scores. You see, everybody's pretty much thinking it's going to be.
I mean, I think the Lions. I think it's something like 24-7, 24-10.
I was on that line.
I don't know. Like the Lions can't move the ball. I mean, not the Lions. The Packers can't. Yeah. They can't move the ball. You got Aaron Jones is out now, so Dylan's going to be your primary back. Musgrave. He played the game. After the game, he left and was in the hospital.
Yeah, he has an issue.
He's got an abdominal issue, so who knows if he's even going to play. And that's one of Jordan's major guys, primary guys.
One thing I'm noticing from the Packers last few weeks, they beat the Chargers, and I can't remember who they beat the week before.
Terrible, though.
But they are starting to get these younger guys involved. Romeo Dobbs is getting in the end zone. Jalen Reed, they're getting him, spacing him out, kind of using him, all over the field, running the ball, catching the ball. So, I mean, the Packers are figuring some things out. It's just, I think the coach is the problem. LaFleur, I never liked him anyway, and the only reason they were decent last few years is because they had Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Yeah. But here's my issue with the Packers organization. They went out there and said, okay, they expected Jordan Love to win games with guys that Aaron Rodgers couldn't win 7 games with. Are you kidding me?
Hey, that's what they expect.
They got first-round picks every year, and they pick a defensive player, not a receiver, tight end, nothing. They go out and get a defensive player that we don't even know who they are half the time.
But you know what? They've always done that, though.
So, man,
even when Aaron Rodgers was there, they never went and got a receiver.
So people want to know why the Packers stink. That's it right there. Yeah. Management's terrible.
Hey, straight like that.
But people said that, too. People have been talking about Green Bay because, there's not an owner for Green Bay.
Yeah.
The city's the owner.
The city that owns it.
Yeah, so, I mean,
And they all drunk. So the most drunk city on Sundays. It's a fact. It's a known poll.
And I think defensively, I think the Lions are going to lock them up. I think.
I think every time they play the Packers, they want to put a beat down on just because how they've been done all this time. And man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm going on record saying Dan Campbell's my favorite NFL coach. He is my favorite. The man is just nothing but energy.
Step on their neck.
He might not be the best X's and O's coach, but that man wants to win and win big, and I love that.
He's the definition of the phrase "get her done."
Exactly.
And then we got the 4:30 matchup, which I think is the most trash matchup of the whole Thanksgiving day.
Yeah.
We got the Washington Commanders versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, Lord.
I'm reluctantly to say Dallas Cowboys in this matchup, but anyways, it is what it is. Legend, who you got in this?
Where's the game at?
It's in Dallas every year.
Come on, man. Come on. Dallas going to run ragged.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Now, I don't know if they're going to blow them out.
Nah, it won't be a blowout. They usually play pretty tough every time.
I was shocked. I really was. I was shocked last week that they just didn't blow the brakes off for Carolina. I don't know. That was weird to me.
Watching the game, whenever we play a team that plays like a cover 2 defense, we struggle. I don't know why, but Carolina played the way they were supposed to. They played up front. They made them do everything underneath. They didn't give up nothing deep, which is what we've been doing for the last month, getting everything deep.
Yeah.
Carolina had a good game plan. They just didn't have the players to
defense
bring it to fruition. I mean, we won by 3 touchdowns. So I mean,
defense got what they
got. The defense got a touchdown, and
you said Commanders with the upset.
Nah.
All right, that's all right. I tell him to pick that in our pick'em show.
Okay.
Tell him to put that
35-14.
35-14.
I don't think we score that much. I say it's going to be 24-16 Dallas.
24-16. Ike said Cowboys by 2 touchdowns. Tim Stewart, he said Dallas by 7. So pretty much everybody's right along.
It's not going to be a blowout, but yeah.
Yeah, Andrew said division games are always closer. And then for the nightcap,
he's right.
While you're sitting back, chilling, might get you a dope beverage or two while you digesting all that good eats. You got the 49ers versus the Seahawks. The 49ers just came off a huge victory against some team in Florida. I don't know who.
Yeah.
But anyways.
They are absolutely terrible. Worst team in Florida.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I'll cut your mic.
The worst team in Florida, they are terrible.
Watch your mouth.
They're absolutely terrible.
So I'm going to go with the 49ers in this matchup. Legend, who you got? Legend, who you got?
No, you had it right.
The Legend, who you got?
Come on, man. Listen, it's Mike Shanahan. It's the 49ers, man. Defense is getting back on track. Mm-hmm. They just got Chase Young. They're formidable. However, no. I'm thinking about his brother.
It's Kyle Shanahan's son.
Nah, yeah. But I'm talking about Bosa.
Bosa. Joey's the one that
Joey's one just tore his Achilles. He's done for the year. Nick Bosa.
What they say? Did he tear? They just said he's got a foot injury.
I thought he tore it.
I thought he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, but I mean, we could be wrong.
Now you got Chase Young. You got Nick Bosa.
And you got Warren. I mean, they tough.
I know.
The secondary just lost their best piece though. Hufnaga, the safety, all-pro safety. He's out for the year. So man, if you can just get enough time to throw that ball, you can't beat them.
Yeah, but it's the part that you just said.
If you can,
if you get enough time.
I ain't never seen a front seven like this. Like they are all pro capable. Yeah. It's insane.
Trust me, I know. First half we was only down by 3. Yeah. Second half it was by 1,000.
It was over.
It was by 1,000.
By 90.
By 90.
But 49ers roll, man.
49ers roll. Seahawks. I like the Seahawks. I mean, I like watching them play.
Is that
they
up
got a
in
lot
Seattle?
Of key players. It's in San Francisco, I think. No, I don't know where it's at. I can't tell you.
Andrew said as far as the Bosa, he said it's just a foot sprain is all they said so far.
Okay, well, that's a lot better than what we thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, 49ers rolling this game.
There it is. So there's our Thursday predictions. Thanksgiving, like I said, Black Friday. There's no need to go into that. There's Jets versus Dolphins. We all got the Dolphins in that matchup. That Black Friday game, I understand why they did it to begin with.
At the beginning of the season,
because it was supposed to be A-Rod. I get all of that, but now it's lost its luster. But anyways, we're going to take a quick commercial break here on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back,
I got a text. Somebody said that we was hating on Douglas.
No,
we didn't even pick nobody. We didn't say that.
Nobody said that.
Nobody said anything. We didn't even. It's light-skinned stuff.
I told you, ever since Rudy got choked out, we on the L road right now. We can't get a win right now.
Get choked out.
I ain't say nothing.
But anyways, when we come back, speaking of light-skinned thing, we're talking about Pat Mahomes and his game against the Philadelphia Eagles. When we come back on Beyond the Game.
I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about this travesty.
Travesty. Hey, we some haters. We didn't even give no predictions. We didn't say no scores. That's crazy.
Oh, God. Like, really? Hey, man. Hey.
I don't know. What was that saying? All the Eagles fans and Chiefs fans, stay tuned. Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. Before we went to commercial break, Ike said 49ers by 17. And you said all of those games are trash. Ike got Miami by 7. You only like Miami by 7 in that matchup? I don't know about that one.
With the Jets?
Yeah. Ike said Miami by 7.
In Miami?
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
No. They're going to run ragged over them boys.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Tim said Mahomes cost me in fantasy. What you call it?
A.J. Brown killed people.
No, Valdez Scantling cost you in fantasy.
Oh, that dude.
That's who cost you in fantasy. Valdez Scantling dropping that wide open touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Well, let's talk about it then. The Eagles came back from behind to beat the Kansas City Chiefs and beat legend son Pat Mahomes 21-17 in a thrilling Monday night matchup that had 28 million viewers for that game, which everybody was excited to see the Super Bowl rematch, which I don't really like, to be honest. I don't like the term Super Bowl rematch because the Eagles won. They don't get the rings. They don't get the trophy. So I mean,
it's just the rematch from last year's biggest game.
Yeah, you don't win nothing.
Yeah, you just upset because nobody's talking about your team. But anyway,
I mean, we good. We just wait till next season.
Y'all are not good.
Wait, I'm doing the Cowboys and the UK fans thing. Wait till next year.
I don't say that.
Wait till next year. But anyways, so going into this matchup, B Legend, I can't wait to hear you talk about this. What are your takeaways from that Eagles and Chiefs game? And should the Chiefs be concerned?
Yes, the Chiefs should be concerned. There's no question about that. My takeaway from that game is very simple. There are 3 guys on that field offensively.
Mahomes, Pacheco, and Kelsey.
That's it. They ain't got nobody else.
You got one more?
I don't think Kelsey's even out there right now.
Well, they putting 2 and 3.
They putting 3 dudes
yeah,
on.
that's what you supposed to do.
This man dropped a crucial 4th down play.
And he fumbled.
And he fumbled in the end zone.
He fumbled
in the red zone. I think it was a 15.
In the red zone. I'm sorry, in the red zone. But, man, come on, man. When he got his mind wrapped up in Argentina and Taylor Swift.
and I didn't get there yet.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
And that's my whole thing, right? I mean, he's got this whole Taylor Swift thing going on, whatever.
I don't even think he's focused on football.
He's not.
I don't know what he is.
He's too busy with his podcast. He's too busy with Taylor Swift. He ain't worried about this football thing.
Even though I got those 3 guys, those are only 3 guys out there on the offensive side of the ball that could do anything, I question the Travis Kelce. Even though at the end of the day, I know he's going to be there. I think he'll be fine. I think Pacheco will be fine. No issues there. But, dude, come on, man. Like, I mean, and I like Rice. The rookie.
If
they can give him the ball, right?
I like him.
But come on, man. Scat. Come on, man.
It's just a bunch of guys.
I mean, he hit Patrick Mahomes hitting this guy in their hands. They just dropped the ball.
They just dropped the ball. Not even the worst one.
I mean, they just dropped the ball. They hit him in their hands.
I think 2 stats. Monday's game, they had 5 drops total.
And they're leading the league in drops.
I think 20 or 21 or something like that.
Tony and Scantling. It's crazy.
And don't forget the 4th to 25 play. Hit Watson right in his hands. It was going to be a first. It was going to be a first down. It was like a 30-yard play. Hit him right in his hand. It went right through his hand. He touched. It went right through his hand.
It hit his hand.
And I'm thinking to myself, y'all, this, if I'm Pat, I'm mad. I'm upset because
it's a gift and a curse though because
he's got all that money.
No. It wasn't that. He won last year with just some guys, right? So now management is saying, oh, well, we ain't got to go out here and get such and such and such and such. If you can win with, Tooney.
But you still had some dudes, right? Regardless of what we say, you still had Juju. He made a couple.
Okay.
Juju was our best receiver last year.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They don't have, other than Travis, they don't have that guy.
They don't have a guy that can just go make a play.
Does this remind you of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? Where they just gave him one guy and then they said, okay, figure it out.
No, I don't think so because in these situations, these guys, the ball is hitting these guys in their
They're
hands.
getting open.
They're open.
They're just not catching.
When Green Bay was playing, those guys could not get
Those
open.
guys are terrible.
That's fair. Okay.
These guys are
But
open.
Okay.
I never thought I'd see this, but right now the Chiefs are a defensive team.
Yeah.
This is the best defense they've
Best
ever
defense
had.
they had. I mean,
They've ever
they're
had.
killing folks defensively.
And just imagine if he had the offense from last year. They might
They'd be undefeated. They would be undefeated, and they would have ran away Monday night.
Think about it. Think about if the cheetah never left.
Oh man.
I mean, dude, they would be unstoppable.
Oh, absolutely.
Unstoppable. But
And I'm not disrespecting the Eagles. I mean, I am disrespecting the Eagles, but I'm not at the same time. But the Eagles are very good, but
They're okay.
they are good. But
my thing on that game, though, I mean, the Eagles, they won the game. So
They absolutely did. No
there's
controversy,
There's nothing
no
to talk about with that.
no controversy.
But even from the Eagles' perspective, that's a concern because now I will sit here and tell you because if you go back and look at the tape, I've said it over and over. Eagles are going to go into Dallas. They're going to smack down. I don't know. And the only reason I tell you that is because something just looks off with the Eagles.
It's not as fluid as it was.
Yeah,
last
I don't know
year.
what it is. Something just looks off.
They're getting it done, but it's like the gears aren't going as fast as they should be.
They're getting it done, but they don't look as dominant or as sure as they did last season.
Smooth as they did last year.
Well, speaking of them, they have y'all. I want y'all predictions on this. So they knocked off the Chiefs, and this is their next 4 games: Bills, Niners, Cowboys, and Seahawks. So in those 4 games, where you see them going, Legend?
Bills, Niners,
Cowboys, and
Cowboys
Seahawks.
and Seahawks.
It's the Eagles.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say they go 2-2.
2-2. Who would you say they take L's to?
The Cowboys and 49ers.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, because I'm talking strictly football.
Okay. I'm just asking.
You can't do that. You're a hater.
Because
you're a hater.
you got to think about that game. The Cowboys game. You got to think about that game. They're gonna take that game. They're going into Dallas. Okay. Right now,
And Dallas is dying for that rematch.
Right now, Dallas is playing.
So is Anthony Walker.
Dallas
Man,
is
don't
playing
bring a guy. Don't bring your cousin up on my show.
And see, and here's the thing now. A.J. Brown has been dominant for the last, 5 weeks?
Absolutely, all season.
That dude was non-existent.
But was that scheme or was it just he
I
just
don't
couldn't
know
get
what it
over?
was.
I think that was scheme because if you watch the games, Cowboys, we cannot stop the run. I don't know what it is. We've got good defensive part. We just can't stop the run.
No, I'm talking about the Eagles Chiefs game.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Cowboys.
no,
Eagles.
the
I'm
Eagles.
sorry.
I think it definitely was scheme for sure.
Yeah, I think because AJ Brown was
but
non-existent.
at the same time, defensively they just played well.
Yeah.
Now, do I think the Cowboys defense is better than the Chiefs defense? I would think so.
think so?
I would think so.
I think the Cowboys' defensive players are better.
Yeah.
But I think the Chiefs' defense, and I can't believe I'm saying this because we got Dan Quinn. Steve Spagnuolo is the best defensive coordinator in the game right now.
Now, but here's
That's right.
but to that point though, you don't think Dan Quinn is going to dial something up?
I think he will.
Yeah,
He will.
he's going to
get it together.
scheme. He's going to scheme too.
Yeah.
Because think about that. You take AJ Brown out of the game, they don't score as many points.
They scored 21.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, if I could take AJ Brown out of the game, then I'll take my chance with the run.
Yeah.
Because I've got dudes. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the Chiefs, how many times they sacked Jalen? A couple of,
A few times, yeah.
A few times. And so, I mean.
And that's the best offensive line in football.
And so, Cowboys got dudes too. So we just talking strictly football. Same thing from the 49ers perspective,
yeah.
right? They going to have dudes too.
They can get out the quarterback.
And they can deal with the run too, right?
Right.
So now on the flip side, now they have to deal with AJ Brown. Yeah. So it's give and take there. Yeah. I mean, I that's just what I think though. I just think Philly's just it's something off. I just can't figure out.
I'm going to say they go 2-2 as well. I'm with Legend. I think the Cowboys and 49ers beat them, but I think the Eagles beat the Bills, and I think they beat the Seahawks.
Let's see. Ike said 2-2. 49ers and Seahawks would be the 2 losses.
Seahawks.
As he said, for you.
Who said that?
Ike.
You know what Ike doing, right?
Yeah,
you saw his post, right?
Yeah.
He hanging out with yeah.
Let's see. Cowboys. He said. Andrew said Cowboys won't be able to take AJ out of the game. He was cooking their best corner, meaning Bland.
We'll put somebody over the top.
Was it Bland or Gilmore?
That's what he said. He said AJ out of the game. He was cooking their best quarter. He said Devontae was cooking Bland. My bad.
Yeah, Devontae was cooking Bland. He was.
Well, you're just gonna put somebody over the top. I mean, if you're that concerned about it, put somebody over the top on him.
See, that game right there is just where we're missing Diggs. Just that's what's hurting right now.
So what can the Chiefs do anything? Because regardless of, I think the AFC Championship is going to go in a cold weather town, whether it be Baltimore or Kansas City, maybe Miami. We'll see if they get their act together. Can the Chiefs do anything about these wide receiver issues? Can they bring somebody free agent wise? What can they do?
Who's out there?
I mean, you got Sammy Watkins out there.
Man, he's too old. No.
I'm just saying because
I don't think there's anything they can really do.
I mean, I think they're gonna make it to the AFC Championship. I mean, and
they're just going to have to grit their teeth and go.
Yeah. And it may just turn into a defensive thing too. I mean, the defense may have to just take over. Because before you get the ball to Mahomes and you knew that you were going to strike. Mm-hmm. Now, and technically, if you really think about that game, right? So if Travis Kelce doesn't turn that ball over, 9 times out of 10, they're either going to get 3 or they're going to get a
score.
Get a score. That was the game right there.
Yeah. That was early in the second half, I believe.
It was in the second half. Yeah. But that defined the game because the Chiefs didn't score in the second half.
No, they didn't.
They didn't score in the second half.
And that's another stat that I don't know if you brought up. That's 3 straight games they have not scored in the second half.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
That is a major issue.
So I just believe that at the end of the day, with Andy Reid having time to adjust, he'll figure it out. I mean, they had a game plan to win this game. Again, it wasn't that they played bad or anything. It's just those dudes didn't catch the football. Yeah. I mean, I don't. You can't scheme that.
No,
that just.
I mean, he schemed it up to get the guys open,
but
they just didn't make the plays.
Are the Eagles the title favorites now?
NFC?
No, period.
No, I still think it's 49ers.
Okay, legend.
Yeah, man. That's tough, man. I would have to agree. I still think it's the 49ers, but I'm really, really hesitant on that just because at the end of the day, you got Justin Hurts versus Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
but. If I had to put my money on it, I'm going to go with the 49ers.
49ers.
Me as well.
Man, y'all, I don't know. Chris Jones, I hope you're not listening. I hope this is probably
I just hope Detroit can somehow shock all of us and not let any of that happen. I mean,
I'm right there with you. And
who they going to have to beat who?
They'll have to beat probably the Cowboys, which that ain't hard to do. Everybody beats them.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
And then they'll probably have to go up against either the 49ers
or the Eagles.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But anyways, let's go over to a little AFC action and keep it in the AFC. My bad. We got the Chiefs who are right now sitting at 7-3 right now.
Yeah.
So if you don't think the Chiefs are going to come out the AFC, then who?
I don't think that.
You got the Dolphins. No, I'm just saying in general. You got the Dolphins sitting at 7-3, Ravens at 8-3, 7-3. So if not the Chiefs, then who? Hot dog, who you got? If not the Chiefs, then who?
I didn't realize how ugly the AFC was until you brought this up. But
if not the Chiefs, then who?
It ain't gonna be Baltimore.
It ain't gonna be the Bengals. Obviously, they're done. It ain't gonna be Browns because they ain't got a quarterback.
Those 3 teams. Well, if you want to include KC, have the 4 best records: KC, Dolphins, Ravens, and Jags in the AFC.
See, I like the Jags. I still like the Jags. I think when it comes down to playoff time, it comes down to quarterback and coaching. Doug Peterson, besides Andy Reid, is the best coach in the AFC side. there's Harbaugh, so he's the 3rd best. I like Trevor Lawrence. They went out and got Calvin Ridley. They're 7-3, right?
7-3.
So they did take a bad loss early in the season. I can't remember who it was to. It was an upset.
They lost to the Texans early in the season.
Yeah, that was who it was. But I mean,
the Texans.
That's the only other team.
I was gonna say, but that's not really a bad loss when you think about it. I mean, they beat the Bucs, and the Bengals.
Everybody's beating the Bucs. The Jags are the only team I could think of that could possibly get in there and shock them, but. Because I don't like Miami, not for the playoffs. They're one of them flashy teams that does well in the regular season, gets to the playoffs and chokes. They are the AFC Dallas Cowboys, if I had to pick one.
I'm glad you said that. Okay.
I mean, I keep it real, man.
So then, if not the Chiefs, then you would go between the Ravens and Jags.
I'm taking the Jags.
Okay.
And y'all keep talking about this cold weather thing. Guys, everybody gets cold.
Okay.
Everybody's cold.
I
don't like. I've always hated that excuse. Everybody gets cold. So, if not the Chiefs, I'm taking the Jags.
And then, of course, I'm pretty sure that Sean Gurton with Lamar. Lord have mercy, you got an infatuation with Lamar Jackson.
If Sean wasn't a Louisville fan,
I don't think he would like Lamar Jackson.
If you notice, only people like Lamar, even myself, the only people that like Lamar in the NFL are Louisville fans. Have you noticed that?
Oh, that's Tim Stewart. Tim Stewart said Lamar. Okay, I'll let that slide. But yeah, I mean, Sean Gurton puts his cape on for Lamar Jackson like I ain't never seen. I'm like, Lord have mercy. You do know the man is 1-3 in the playoffs, right? You do know the man has 4 total touchdowns and 5 interceptions in the playoffs, right? You do realize the man only completes 55% of his passes in the playoffs. Like, come on, man. Like,
but we've brought this up, man. He's not had the best receiving core in his career. Now this year he's got it. So this year he has no excuses.
Yeah, we're gonna
find out though after they win the division.
Hold on, we got a caller on the line. Hold on, we got a caller on the line. Caller, who is this?
It's Drew. What's happening, y'all?
We got Drew Morrell, Infinity League podcast co-host on the line, here to talk about his Philadelphia Eagles. Go ahead, man. What's on your mind?
Hey, man, this is all I'm gonna say to y'all is we have the best record in the league, and we have not even played close to a complete game or our best game. If I was the rest of the league, I'd be scared because it's coming. And you know what? I'd rather not play our best football right now and be playing our best football here in another month or so. So I'm not too concerned, and we're looking better on defense. Our offense will get it together, and our numbers are right where they were last year too. So, yes, I agree something looks off, but not concerned.
Legend. He said that the rest of the league should be scared, so that means your son should be scared, right?
No.
Ain't nobody scared of the Eagles?
No.
You notice the Eagles fans are kind of like the Frederick Douglass fans. If we say anything against them, they think we hate.
You hear that, Andrew?
No. Hey, what you guys said was very valid. There has been something that's looked off. And for the most part, what we're doing this year that we weren't doing last year is turning the ball over. Jalen's, 9 interceptions now, close to the league lead. So, I mean, there has been off, but we've been finding ways to win. And, you know, I've watched every minute of every game so far this year. We ain't even played close to what I would consider a good game. I've been pissed off after most of our games this year.
Drew, let the people know at home who does lead the league in interceptions.
Josh Allen.
Thank you, sir. That's all I needed you to say. Thank you.
Hey, real quick before
turnovers too.
Thank you. Yes,
turnovers too. So the next 4 games, I'm pretty sure, as you know, y'all got the Bills, 49ers, Cowboys, and Chiefs. What do y'all go in those 4 games, Drew?
Man, I must say 3-1. And don't ask me to pick the loss because I'm not sure where it's going to come.
No, Drew. No, that ain't what we do on Beyond the Game. Tell me who that loss is coming to.
Man, we got the Niners game marked. I don't see that happening. Dallas would be the logical choice, but I got a feeling we got something for them, especially with all the talk that's been going on. They have been celebrating that game like they won. That's the whole motto.
Oh, no, not y'all. Not y'all, just one guy.
Sorry, just one. Well, and I'm sorry, a lot of your fans on Twitter, too. A lot of the fan base on Twitter is doing the same thing. That's where you're getting the material
I get sick and tired of those people on Twitter. I get sick and tired of Q's cousin on the Beyond the Game group page. I get sick and tired of all of that, man. Like, man, we lost the game. And it was our own fault. Mm-hmm. Old dude stepped out of bounds, and we had him right where we wanted him, and we started crap in the bed. There is no. I hate moral victories. Moral victories are not a thing. The Eagles beat us. Now it's our turn to beat them when they come to us.
Yep, y'all look to be the better team. So, I think that's just noted from us. I think we got a lot of fire coming out. So, but we better not lose sight this weekend. It's a game that we're clearly the better team. But Josh Allen and them are playing for their season right now. So they're going to be hungry and give us everything they got. So we better come with our P's and Q's correct this weekend, or we might take the L this weekend.
Real quick before I get you out the phone, speaking of this weekend's game, there's a game that's coming up between UK U of L. Who you got, my man?
Oh, no contest. U of L by 21 plus. We about to get a little payback on these kitty cats from their talking they did. I still remember, shout out to the guy at the beginning of the year when I posted Louisville football was back with Brom. And he was all piped down, Cats owing y'all, blah, blah, blah. Well, we about to find out Saturday. They better not lose this game.
Hey, man, that's the only time I like you, Drew, is when we talk about Louisville. The only time.
Hey, remember Brom said back in the offseason, UK fans made fun of it and blah, blah, blah. He said they were already preparing for UK in the offseason. So I better see it Saturday.
The prodigal son returns. That's why he came back, to take back this rivalry. He said it in the press conference.
Man, if he never would have, if we never would have got Satterfield, man, we'd probably be sitting in a way different situation right now. But I feel him. He did what he had to do at Purdue, and shout out to Brom for honoring his commitment he made to that university before he come home and turned his alma mater back around. Because we back, baby.
When y'all back with Drew. Thank you for calling in. That is Drew, co-host of the podcast Infinity Link with Don Jarman. Drew, appreciate you for calling in, my man.
Appreciate y'all guys. Keep doing your thing, man. I love tuning in.
Yeah. Oh man, so he got I don't know, Drew. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he got.
Was he saying he thinks the 49ers they're going to beat the 49ers? Is that what he's saying?
He said they have one loss, but he don't know who between the 49ers and the Cowboys.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That was the one loss that he couldn't figure out where. But so meaning that if they beat the 49ers, then they're going to lose to the Cowboys.
Gotcha.
If they lose to the 49ers, then they beat the Cowboys.
Yeah. Okay, I got that.
So, but anyways, to wrap things up, 2 quick questions. One of them I really want to know B Legends' thoughts on. The first one is, the Bengals are without Joe Burrow now. Should they go into tank mode, or should they do what the Vikings are doing and try to fight for a playoff spot? Legend, what's your thoughts on this one? But this ain't the one I want your thoughts on yet.
I mean, should they go into tank mode? I mean, as a player, you don't want to go into tank mode, but I mean, depending on
what are they playing for?
Yeah, but they ain't playing for nothing because they ain't gonna go.
They ain't going to
the playoffs. But who's in that division? I mean,
you got the Browns, Ravens, and Steelers.
Those top 2 teams are rolling. So
yeah, I mean,
and the Steelers keep somehow lucking up and getting victories.
Just keep playing the way you play. You're gonna lose anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna lose anyway.
Keep trying to fight, but you're gonna lose at the end of the day.
You're gonna lose anyway. I mean, right now the odds are stacked against them anyway. They're gonna lose anyway.
So
I think they should go into tank mode. They're going to need a receiver to replace T. Higgins because T. Higgins is gone after this year. So get a top 10 pick. Maybe you get one of them top receivers in the draft to replace T. Higgins. I think they should tank. There's nothing to play for. They're not going to the division. I don't think they're going to finish higher. They might finish third over the Steelers, maybe, but they're not getting better than the Browns or the Ravens.
Dude, the Steelers are trash.
But they're still winning games, like you said.
It's the craziest.
That's why 6-4.
I don't know how.
It's that defense.
I get that, but I mean,
the Steelers.
But they did fire Matt Canada though, so the offense.
They are terrible.
I'm anxious to see what that offense does. Because they have, if you ever watched them, they have a lot of dogs on that team.
They do. They got Deontay. They got Pickens. They got all them.
They got Darnell Washington. They got Jalen Warren. They got players. They need a quarterback.
I was going to say,
Kenny Pickett's terrible.
It don't matter who the offensive playmakers are if the quarterback can't put them in positions to make plays.
Kenny, I'm going to throw another Pickett.
That's
his name.
You got George. And his thing is, he put on his Twitter, "Free me."
Oh yeah, he's just in his second year.
Yeah,
that goes back to the offensive coordinator. He's probably not putting them in the right position to make plays.
Pickett?
Kenny Pickett?
No,
George Pickens.
Oh, okay.
George Pickens.
Yeah.
So we gonna see. I still think they need a quarterback, but the Steelers are in a horrible position because they keep winning when they really need to keep losing so they can get higher draft.
That is one team. They're like the Cowboys. They'll never tank.
It's like Mike Thomas not tanking.
Oh no, he's not gonna tank. But what I'm saying is it's a. What's that thing? 6 in one half a dozen in the other. Like that, you keep winning, but you keep winning, and you putting yourself out of position to get a top tier, rookie quarterback. But anyways, Legend. The question I want to know to you, with the success the Miami Dolphins are having right now, who should get the credit, Tua or Tyreek?
Who should get the credit?
Who should get
the most love?
Tua or Tyreek?
Tua or Tyreek?
Man, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tyreek is on a tear where he came out at the beginning of the season and said
he's going to get 200.
I'll get 2,000 yards,
and he's on his way, right?
Right, he's getting there. But here's my point: the reason why you can't just give it to Tyreek is because in order for Tyreek to get that, Tua's got to throw him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have a decent quarterback in order for that to happen.
Yeah, but but Tyreek's also getting a lot of yak.
Mm-hmm. A lot of yak.
Well, he is going to get a lot of yak when, look how fast he is.
That's what I'm saying. So who should get the love
Did you see that touchdown he got last week? There was 4 Ravens players around him. He still scored. Crazy. I ain't never seen him like that before in my life.
I mean, who's going to get... man, that's a tough one, man. Because at the end of the day, I'm probably going to go with Tua over Tyreek.
Okay.
Well, I'm going Tyreek. I think you take Tyreek off his team, they're very, very average.
But that's a different question, though. if we talk, because you're right. If you do take Tyreek off the team, they're
so
a different team.
Well, I mean, I think that goes along with my answer. I think Tyreek should be getting the love. Because Tua, if you notice, Tua don't throw it. I mean, he throws it deep sometimes, he does. But he puts a whole lot of body into that to get that ball down there. So, I mean, he has a lot of speed. This team is predicated on speed.
Oh, yeah.
Mostert, Waddle, Hill, even Cedric Wilson's fast. But, right, I mean, I think it should be Tyreek Hill. I really do. I think he should be getting the most love.
Or is it the coach because of the schemes that they do to get him open?
I don't
know. Well, you know what? That's a great question because what was the Brian Flores? Wasn't he the coach before? He really didn't want to, whatever the case may be. And the offense didn't look like this. Now, although he didn't have Tyreek, but the offense still didn't look as fluid,
absolutely
as it does now. So maybe it is my Coach McDaniels.
They were a good team.
Yeah, they were a good team.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, when you start thinking about these guys and these receivers, I mean, guys like Andy Reid, Shanahan, see those guys, they scheme it up right to
Sean
get those
McVay,
guys, to get those guys in open space, to get the Cooper Kupps, to get the McCaffreys, the Deebo Samuels, et cetera, to get those guys in open space where they can be really effective. So that's why I don't even want to take anything away from those coaches because those guys, I mean, you can always throw them out there in the slot or you can throw them out there, and then let them outrun somebody. But defensively, if I'm putting somebody over the top, that ain't going to happen. Right, because I got you underneath, I got you over. So, therefore, running the schemes, to get those guys open, Kelsey's, all those guys, everything's quick. Boom, pop, pop, pop.
Can you believe the Washington Commanders once had 3 of those coaches on the coaching staff and they still won nothing? McVay, McDaniels,
Shanahan,
and Shanahan.
McDaniels. There was another one.
As the fourth guy, I can't think of who it is. He's another offensive guy, but I can't think of it.
I'll think of. I know who you're talking about.
The dude out of wasn't it the guy out of
Kingsbury? I thought Cliff Kingsbury was on the squad.
I thought it was the dude out of San Diego, the Chargers.
Oh, man, they need to get rid of him.
No, it wasn't him. It was an offensive guy.
Yeah,
he's a defensive guy.
Yeah, they need to get rid of him. The Chargers are a good team, but they just got a horrible coach.
Brandon Staley's probably the worst coach.
God, boy, y'all going in on Staley.
Oof. Oh, he's terrible. He's terrible.
He's too much talent, man.
McVay, McDaniel,
They ain't got nobody. They hurt.
Figure it out. Ravens.
They ain't got no receivers.
Figure it out.
Everybody's hurt other than Keenan. And Keenan's hurt right now.
Figure it out.
But he's still playing.
Brandon Staley terrible.
Figure it out.
He's still terrible.
Well,
it's like Rex Ryan said, that man should be a Division III football coach.
Oh, I ain't gonna go that far.
That was bad. That was so savage.
That's what he said.
That was savage.
He just attacked him like an animal.
He must got a personal grudge against that man or something.
Well, your coach will be out there next year.
Who?
Harbaugh.
Nah, leave Harbaugh out of this.
I think they actually might promote Kellen Moore.
No.
You don't think so?
There's no way.
I think they might promote him.
Nah.
God, Kellen Moore's terrible too.
They
But shout out to Mike McCarthy for finally giving me the answer I've been looking for almost like 6-7 months, telling us why they finally let Kellen Moore go. He just now let it out the bag why he let Kellen Moore go.
What'd he say?
He said Kellen Moore wanted to run up the score, and Mike wanted to run the ball more, give his defense a rest. Now, when have you ever known that man want to run the ball? Green Bay, they didn't run the ball, did they?
Why would you get rid of a man because he want to run the score?
Because he wanted to give his defense a rest. Because the Cowboys were scoring very, very fast.
Can't you, in the midst of running the score, also give the ball to your running back too?
I don't know,
to take time off the clock?
I'm just telling you what the man said.
Man,
it's a circus in Dallas.
I don't believe that.
No, it's a circus in Dallas.
That don't even make no sense.
I don't believe that he wanted to run the score. Why wouldn't I want to make the score 45-17?
I like that the Mike. That's like last couple weeks we've been blowing him out. Mike McCarthy's been putting his subs in halfway through the fourth, but he's letting his backup score.
So you still doing the same thing. But anyways, that's our time for today. We appreciate everybody for tuning in for another episode of Beyond the Game. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, make sure you download the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms. And make sure you keep it locked because we definitely going to have that high school show. We're going to have a bunch of high school guests in here to talk about this whole 859 situation we got going on. We going to get on up out of here from B Legend and Hot Dog Nephew Q. Happy Thanksgiving. We're going to get on up out of here.
Y'all.
Make sure you treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We're about this thing, y'all. Peace.